Hello students, in this class we will discuss about the common base configuration. That means base is common and input terminal is the emitter, output terminal is the collector. So for this configuration we will discuss input and output characteristics. So here NPN transistor, emitter is N and base is p-type material and collector is the n-type material. For any transistor, input terminal must be forward biased. That means n-type material is biased with negative supply, and here n-type output is reverse biased. This output is collector terminal, this is reverse biased. That means n-type material is biased with the positive terminal. Here we have to look at input and output terminals. So here the input is the input voltage is we are giving supply to the base emitter junction. So that's why this is the input voltage. This is the VBE. So input is VBE and input current is given from the emitter IE. So the input current is IE. Next, output. What is the output voltage? Output voltage is between the collector and base. That's why VBC is the output. Output is VBC. And the current is collected from the collector. That's why this is the IC. So the collector current is the IC, is the output current. VBE is the input, emitter current is the output, VBC is the output voltage, IC is the output current. So generally in active mode of operation we will discuss some equations from this diagram. In this diagram, if you observe here, and this is the generally this is the always better to draw the whole current will be this direction and this will be this direction, this will be this direction, reverse. So generally the emitter current must be equal to the base current as well as collector current. This is in active mode of operation. That means in amplified mode of operation. In active mode operation, the emitter current must supply to the base current plus collector current. From this the collector current we can write it as like this. The relation between the collector current and emitter current is like this, but we have some relation. That relation is collector current must be equal to the alpha times of emitter current plus ICBO. What is this IC collector current? Alpha is in common base mode. Alpha is amplification factor. That is amplification factor. Alpha value is generally 0.95 to 0.98. That means, for example, the meaning is emitter current is, for example, 100. Whatever collector current must be 95 amps to 98 amps. ICBO is reverse leakage current. How the reverse leakage current is possible? Due to the minority charge carriers. The reason for the reverse leakage current is the minority charge carriers. Okay, because because the some amount of current will be leakage is possible. So generally, if you compare with this emitter current and the ICBO, reverse leakage current is very less with the emitter current. So the emitter current is very high compared with the reverse leakage current. So from by using that equation, we can remove this ICBO. So directly we can write the equation, that is collector current is equal to the alpha times of emitter current. From this, alpha equal to, directly we can know that alpha equal to collector current by emitter current. So what is this collector current? IC is, in this diagram, if you observe here, IC is the output current by IE is the input current, output current by input current. Okay, so you know that, so generally this value is, we already written here, this is the alpha value, very important amplification factor, we already discussed above here. Alpha value is 0.95 to 0.98 amperes, 98 amperes. Okay, so by using this we will get base current is also, so the from emitter current equal to the base current plus collector current. You know that collector current equal to IB, we can write the base current equal to 1 minus alpha times of emitter current, alpha times of emitter current. Okay, these are the equations, that is, these two are the current equations, these two are the current equations. This is the second equation. The first equation is collector current equal to alpha times of emitter current, alpha times of emitter current. So these are the equations. Okay, so what is this meaning? This meaning is simple. This meaning we can understand very simple manner, that is, for example, emitter is give the possibility of 100 amps and the collector will receive 95 amps to 98 amps, and base will receive, the current is 5 amps to 2 amps. This is the capability of the collector and base terminals, collector and base terminals. That's because the base is less doping, collector is moderately doping compared with the emitter, So these are the equations related to the common base configuration, okay, right. And we have to study the input and output characteristics. Here, if you look at here, these are the input characteristics. The input voltage is VBE and input current is IE. Base is common. Look at here. Input voltage is VBE, input current is IE. So we have to draw this like this. So whenever input voltage, and maintain the VCB, initially VCB is 0 volts. That means VCB, what is this VCB? VCB is output voltage. If the output voltage is 0, by varying the input voltage, the input current is increases, follows like this. And if we are increasing the output current 8 volts, then if we increasing the input voltage, the curve will follow like this. Okay, next again we are increasing the output voltage to 18 volts, the curve is follow like this. That means every time the current value for the same voltage, this current value is at this particular voltage, for VCB current value this, but this current value is this point. That means by increasing the reverse voltage, the emitter current will flow. Emitter current will be increases. Emitter current will be increases. So this point, for this particular point, this is the less current, this is the somewhat more current, this point is the more current. Okay. So every time the current will be increases by increasing the VCB. Okay. Next, output characteristics. So if you look at the output characteristics means output voltage versus output current. Output voltage versus output current. Here, by maintaining the input current. For input current 0 milliamps, the output voltage will follow the curve like this, right? If we are increasing the input current, IE is 5 milliamps, then it will be slowly increases. And next case, if you are increasing the again the input current equal to 10 milliamps, the collector current will be increases like this. So these are the output characteristics. Okay, this is the common base configuration of the BJT. Common base configuration of the BJT. These are the output characteristics. These are the input characteristics. Okay. In common base, the most important formula is the output current equal to alpha times of input current. Alpha value is 95 to 98%. 98%. Okay. Thank you. In the last class, we discussed about common emitter configuration. In that configuration, only we discussed input output characteristics, and we are discussed about the regions, active region and saturation region, cutoff region, and how the BJT acts as on switch, off switch and amplifier. But we are not focused on the equations. The relation between the input and output equations we are not focused. In these sessions we will concentrate on these output equations. So here once again we redraw the circuit diagram of the common emitter configuration. So common emitter means emitter is common for base and emitter is common for collector. So we are giving input. This is the VBE is the input voltage and IB is the input current. IB is the input current. So this is the IB input current. And VCE is the output voltage terminal, and IC is the output current, and IE is the collecting current from the both IB and IC. So here first we will look at the what are the input and output terminals. So look at here, the input current is first input voltage. What is the input voltage? VB is the input voltage. What is the input current? Input is base is used as the input terminal here. That's why the input current is IB. Yes. What is the output voltage? Output voltage is here VCB. VCE. Yes. And output current is IC. Output current is IC. Yes. So if you observe the direction of the currents, IE current is equal to the base current plus collector current for any input or any output terminals. Look at here. So base current plus collector current will combination give the emitter current. First, the emitter current is nothing but base plus collector current. And we in the for common base region, for common base configuration, we already introduce a equation, that is collector current is nothing but alpha times of emitter current plus common base reverse saturation current. Common base reverse saturation current, these two equations common for every transistor. Common for every transistor, you can use these equations. Common for every transistor. So substitute this IC current value in the emitter current equation or emitter current equation in the IC current equation, then you will get the output current, collector current equal to alpha times of base current plus collector current equal to ICVO, reverse saturation current. So if you common the collector current, 1 minus alpha equal to alpha times of IB plus alpha times of IB plus ICVO, reverse saturation current. So from this we can write IC current equal to alpha by 1 minus alpha into IB plus 1 by 1 minus alpha ICVO, right. From this we can introduce a factor. That factor equals to beta. That beta value equals to, we can introduce a factor beta value alpha by 1 minus alpha. This is also the current amplification factor. Current amplification factor. And in common emitter region, that is in common base region, this is the common emitter configuration, region or configuration, right. And we can write 1 plus alpha equal to 1 plus beta, also we can write 1 by 1 minus alpha, we can write 1 plus beta. 1 plus beta we can write 1 by 1 minus alpha. If you do the simplification, you will get this. Okay, substitute these two, then you will get like this. Yeah, that is finally the collector current we can write like this. The collector current equal to beta times of base current plus 1 plus beta times of ICVO, 1 plus ICVO. And we can conclude this 1 plus beta ICVO current equal to common emitter leakage current. We can replace with the term common emitter reverse saturation. So you can name it as ICVO, simply reverse leakage current, in CE configuration. Just directly you can write the equation like this. That equation is collector current equal to beta into IB plus ICEO. So this is the current equation in common emitter configuration. Okay, so we have two factors, one is alpha, another one is the beta. Alpha is the common base, okay. Next, beta is common emitter. common emitter, both are amplification factors. So the relation between the alpha and beta is like this. Beta equal to alpha by 1 minus alpha is the one relation, and if you simplify this you will get 1 plus beta equal to 1 by 1 minus alpha. 1 by 1 minus alpha. So if you observe the equation here, IB base current is very high compared with this reverse leakage current. So finally we can write the collector current equal to beta by base current. Beta by base current. Okay. So the equation is finally modified. The collector current equal to beta by base current. So from this, beta equal to output current by input current. So look at here, this is the output current and this is the input current. Output current and the input current. This is the another part. So this beta is like this. So this is the, when we are giving that current, finally we will get the output is like this. The output is like this. We can introduce the beta limits also. Generally alpha value is, generally we know that alpha value is varied 0.95 to 0.98. 95 to 0.98. Just take, for example, just you take 0.98, case 1. If alpha is considered higher limit 0.98, substitute this, you will get the beta equal to 0.98 by 1 minus 0.98. Then you will get the value is 49. Please do the calculation. And second case, if alpha equal to, if you consider the next limit, lower limit 0.95, substitute those, you will get 0.95 by 1 minus 0.95. You will get the 19. Look at here, the 19. So if you observe, generally by observing this, beta value is here in between 19 to and 49, but practically beta value is in between 50 to 400. In between 50 to 400, practical value 50 to 400. Okay. Yeah. So how can we understand? We can introduce a one point, that is beta is very sensitive. It's varied very highly compared with alpha. Very sensitive compared with alpha. Okay, because beta limits are very high. It's varied 500 to 400, but alpha is varied only 0.95 to 0.98. Okay. So it is very important. That's why it is very important. For example, base current is only less value 1 milliamp and beta value is 100. Then what about the collector current? Beta factor into IB is the formula. Then 1 milliamp into 100. Then it becomes 100 milliamps is the collector current. So just we are giving the input is 1 milliamp. Finally we will get the current is the 100 milliamps. This is the amplification. We are giving 1 milliamp, we will get the 100 milliamps. This is the amplification done by the useful. Okay. CE transistor is current. Generally a transistor, it is a very good application, that is transistor is used as general transistor, is used as voltage amplifier. Simply it is a voltage amplifier, looking at it. But this current CE, common emitter transistor, is works as very good useful current amplifier. This is work as the current amplifier. Okay. CE, common emitter transistor, will work as the current amplifier, but it is generally a transistor is voltage amplifier. It will amplifies the voltage, but this is the application. Okay. These are the different equations available in the common emitter configuration. Okay. Common base is common emitter, somewhat different. We have different amplification factors and different equations. Just understand, you will easily understand the operation of the common emitter configuration. Okay, thank you.